Hello everyone, welcome to the vlog. Just managed to free up some space on my GoPro after about 2 days of trying to get the footage off from Bali, which I've now done. So, really excited to go through that with my partner. So I'm not going to peek because she's away on a course for the next couple of days. But yeah, buzzing to have finally done that. But yeah, we'll see how the footage comes out on the GoPro. I really want one of the DG, Doji, whatever they're called, Osmo Pocket 3s. They look amazing. But got to be grateful for what I've got, and this GoPro was epic on holiday, so hopefully it's good for the vlogs as well. Going to take you through a video today talking about passing the FTMO challenge and verification, so how I manage my risk. I'll take you through the trade that I took to pass the challenge and just my overall thoughts now going into the live accounts. Full transparency, I've now taken one trade on the live account, but I'm going to save that for the next video where I'll be talking through the withdrawal process. So a bit of a spoiler alert, I have now taken my first winning trade on a live account as well. So just ticking off a lot of milestones over the last few months, incredibly grateful and humbled. And yeah, just enjoying the process of trading at the moment. Things are going really well. I know that can all change in a heartbeat. So just got to keep my feet on the ground and keep working hard. Before we jump in the video though, every trading vlog needs a quick montage of making a coffee. My editing skills are pretty poor though, so it'll probably just be me making a coffee, but not a flex. You do need to, if you haven't, get a bean to cup coffee machine. Come on guys, if you are making the profits you say that you're making, get that bean to cup coffee machine. It will change your life. I'm only kidding, by the way, don't give me any grief. But they're just absolutely brilliant. Really recommend getting your hands on it. It's just amazing. I'm terrible at making the foam at the moment, but I'm getting better. Okay, let's make a coffee. Right, so going to take you through some of the data and analyses from the challenge and the verification, which I recently passed. You'll see there is a lot of difference between the challenge and the verification. I've really used the data and the information that I've had back from each of these accounts to implement that into my edge. And less really is more, honestly. Some of the findings are really fascinating. Once you pass the verification, you will get a trader's analysis sent through from FTMO, which was much more in depth. I won't take you through that today, or that'll be an hour-long video. But I really recommend, not flipping gambling accounts just for that analysis alone. I'm sure we all use TradeZella or some form of Notion or something to journal our trades and really try and learn the lessons from each month. But FTMO, is arguably one of the biggest prop firms in the industry, and the data that they're going to give you, it's absolute gold. Make sure that you use it to help refine your edge. So yeah, full transparency. Having a look at this account here, you can see there was quite a nice steady equity curve until I took 2-3 trades and over traded. Really took a toll on my psychology, and from there on out, I implemented one trade per day rule, win or lose. And that's something that I'm going to continue with because I understand what my triggers are, what makes me go on tilt, and that's just over trading and that emotion of being in too many trades. So, yeah, happy to finish with an 81% consistency score. I'll talk through the risk here in terms of what I risked on this account, but again, very consistent, which gives me confidence in my data and my profitability. And we'll have a look at the profitability factor in a moment as well. So there is, I think, 21 trades. You'll see the max daily loss here was 2.42. For me, that's way too high. When we look at the verification, you'll see that's much lower. So I really learned some lessons from the challenge. Being in the challenge longer, taking more trades, smaller profits to start with, helped me really build that buffer, that edge, that confidence in my plan, make those changes that I needed to make before then increasing my risk ever so slightly and my confidence moving into the verification phase. Yeah, but happy to pass the trading objectives with, good profit factor here, win rate of around 60%. And you can see that consistency, those losses, being around 1% aside from the one day that I over leveraged and over traded. So yeah, happy with the data that I got back on the challenge. As I said, the traders analyses went into such depth. It was so great. Just learning as well, what are my most profitable times, pairs, on what days. It's just really fascinating, and it really helps you understand your trading edge and what works for you. So I'll just pause now and I'll just jump into the verification account. So So yeah, with the verification, very, very blessed and fortunate to have not taken any losses. This was looking at the current results at the top here. There was a win, a break even followed by a win, and then a fourth trade where I traded a micro lot just to pass the minimum trading days. So in terms of risk, I said I would touch on this on the challenge. I risked 1% all the way through until I had 7% locked in, and then I increased my risk to 1.5% to reach the 10% profit target. And on the verification again, 1% risk until I had 2% locked in, and then risked 1.5% to then reach the 5% profit target. So you can see here super clean in terms of the results on the objectives. Very little down draw. Again, very blessed, as I said, to not have had any losses within the verification. Because there was only 4 trades and the fourth being a micro lot, this did impact my consistency score, but we can see here from the trades it was incredibly consistent. April has been my most consistent run of trading. And I think going back to the less is more, if I just look at my Envision journal here, we can see here I actually took over 20 trades in February. I took 12 in March because I think it's saying 14 with some of the micro lot. April, I've taken 4 trades and I'm up 7%. So really those learnings and waiting for those high quality setups and knowing what works for you is so important. So yeah, really learning a lot about myself and about my own trading and using the data to help. Again, just going back to that data, use it to your advantage. Some of the stats on the verification, of course, because there was no losses, super high in terms of the expectancy, the profit factor, win rate at 50% here because of the break evens and the loss on the micro lot trade. So actually the win rate was technically a little bit higher for the verification. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed looking at the challenge and the verification. We're now going to have a look at the trade, which passed me the verification and got me the live account. Before I do, can I get a subscribe? Can I get a hell yeah? If you haven't seen that video, that won't hit or resonate with you. Yeah, but appreciate if you'd subscribe to the channel. Helps me grow and let me know you like these videos. It is awesome just documenting some of these milestones on my journey. So it'll be nice for me to look back on these, but always nice to see that you guys and girls are enjoying the videos. But yeah, let's finish up and let's have a look at the trade. Look at Bram stretching. Let's have a look at the trade which passed me the account before we wrap up. Hello. Hello. Do you do some trades? Yeah? 20 lots EU? Yeah? Silly sausage. So I'm going to take you through my. Oh, hello, boy. Do you want to go out? Yeah? Okay, I'll just finish this then and we'll head out, shall we? So I'm going to take you through my Notion, so my trading journal, as opposed to go onto TradingView, something a bit different, but you can see my thought processes on how I actually document a trade after I've taken it. So on the daily, we can see here price is clearly making lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. So looking for price to pull back into an area of value before looking to trade with the higher time frame analysis. So if we then go and click off that. So if we then look at the 1 hour, we can see price does pull back. So after this structural break here of the low, price then pulls back into premium pricing. So looking to take trades from this 1 hour OB, which swept liquidity to the left as well. And then if we go down to the lower time frames, we can see on the 2 minute, 5 minute, whatever time frame you use on the lower time frames, if you trade similar to myself, we can see here price then has a clear V-shaped recovery, nice market shift, nice volume here from this range here, and we get a great reaction with some good liquidity target points in here to lock in profit, targeting the London session lows here. It's a nice stop. I think it was like a 14 pip stop loss, so we can get our stops nicely above the high, which means we can be a little bit less aggressive with the management because it's pro trend. And then price does come down. It fails to really break these lows with intent. So something I need to review is if I'm happy to let this let price pull back here. We did get this sweep here and price then pushed lower with lovely kind of staircase pricing to the downside, but this could have shot up and took me out for a loss. And I did move a similar trade on GJ to break even, but that was counter trend. So I think the difference here was that it was pro trend and that I had a nice stop above the high. When I come to review my journal end of April, I am going to look at that just to make sure I've got that consistency and it's not so much a decision in the moment. Price then comes down and hits full TP here for these session lows. So I did head out on this trade here, but I could have just trailed behind structure and it still would have hit full TP. So in terms of my psychology here, it was, very, very high probability trend, high probability trade, trading with the trend. So once it was at break even, it was very much a set and forget trade. This was the trade that passed, so I risked 1.5, so it was 2% to those session lows, but I managed to bank 3.1%. I'm going to wrap up the video here because doggos need to go out and they are more important than YouTube. But again, if you did like this video, hit a like, subscribe, comment in the video how you're getting on with your challenges, any key takeaways from this video, anything you'd like to suggest going into the live account. If you are a few chapters ahead of myself, that'd be awesome. But look forward to seeing you in the next. Stay blessed, stay patient, and yeah, have a great trading month for April, May. See you later.